So last but not least, let's talk about the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans just recently hired David Cully to be their next head coach. Now, David Cully, for those of you that don't know, he this past year was the Baltimore Ravens assistant coach, passing game coordinator, and wide receivers coach. Now, to put that in context, the Baltimore Ravens, with the MVP level quarterback in Lamar Jackson, finished the regular season being ranked dead last in passing yards per game. Now, I get it. The Baltimore Ravens are a run-first football team, but with the MVP level quarterback in Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens, led by David Cully's passing game, along with Greg Roman too, they had the worst passing attack in the NFL. Statistically, at least. And look, David Cully's got 26 years of coaching experience. He's been the Buccaneers wide receiver coach in the past. He's coached the Philadelphia Eagles wide receivers in the past. He's worked with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Now he's in Baltimore. I'm happy he's getting an opportunity to live his lifelong dream of probably being an NFL head coach. But listen, folks, up until David Cully was hired, I had no idea who the guy was. Now, that might be me being irresponsible on my part, but I'm pretty sure this move caught a lot of NFL general managers and a lot of NFL fans by surprise. And look, I don't think David Cully has the upside to turn around the Houston Texans organization. And ultimately, David Cully is going to be set up to fail with Houston because they're a poorly run, piss-poor organization as I speak today. And ultimately, this was a bad hire. Now, Houston might not have had a choice because I'm pretty sure that Eric Bieniemy and or Brian Dable wanted nothing to do with the Houston Texans coaching job. They wanted probably nothing to do with it. In fact, there are whispers around the NFL that no one wanted this Houston Texans job, and Houston just had to go out on a limb, take a chance on a guy that has been in the NFL for 26 years, but yet has never once been a head coach. And you can say, oh, he's got experience. Experience is overrated, people. Joe Judge did not have a ton of experience. He's a pretty darn good head coach. Mike Tomlin was not super experienced when he got the Pittsburgh Steelers head coaching job. You want to know why he got the job? Because he's talented. Same thing with John Harbaugh. Same thing with Belichick. Same thing with all these guys. I don't care about experience. I care about, are you talented enough to lead an NFL franchise to the promised land? Are you talented enough to be a high-end NFL head coach? David Cully is in a situation where even if he was a talented coach, and again, I don't really know what he is, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm kind of projecting here, but here's what I think. Even if David Cully is potentially maybe the next Bill Belichick, I doubt it because he's 65 years old and this is his first time being a head coach. I don't think he's going to be the long-term guy in Houston, but even if he's the next Belichick, even if he's the next Andy Reid, even Bill Belichick and Andy Reid, to me, are not capable of overcoming incompetence within their front office. I don't think anyone really wanted this Houston Texans job, and I'm not a big fan of the hire. This was a bad hire, in my opinion, and ultimately, I don't even think David Cully is being set up for success, even if he was a good head coach, but we'll see what he does. I'm happy that an African-American head coach is getting an opportunity. I don't want to talk down on the guy too much, but I just don't feel very good about this hire, and I don't think David Cully is being put in a great position to succeed as a first-year head coach, at least up to this point so far based on what we know. But we shall see. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.